Woohoo, I'm making a map. Yeah. Hello gamers, this is DandH, and I am back on my single-player Minecraft world. It's been a little while. I've been playing actually on a multiplayer server. For those of you who have not paid attention to the last couple episodes, I got onto Co's multiplayer server in Co's Quest. Hey, spider. Need some experience, so try to kill those guys. But I'm back on my single player world, and I have made a map. This is actually the first map I have ever made on a survival single player server. I have made maps on multiplayer servers before, but I don't really find maps that useful. I mean, I made them on servers like creative servers just to kind of test them out. By the way, this this is where I mined all of the sand for the this actually looks pretty impressive when you look at it from here. This is where I mined all the sand for the underground inverted pyramid apothecary. So, you know, if you've seen that episode, which was the last episode of this series, this is where I got all of this sand. So, as I was saying though, I haven't really made a map on a single player server. I don't think they're really that useful because you can't really mark areas on them, and they're not detailed enough to really show you much. But yet they're not big enough that you can find your way back from a great distance. However, I haven't really walked around this world very much, and I figure if I am going to walk around this world and explore it, I might as well make a map. And see some of the sites, see if there's anything interesting around the village. While I do that, I will talk a little bit about this Let's Play, my channel, just some interesting stuff. Looks like we have a swamp up here at the top of the map, so that's gonna be interesting. I'll have to, again, you can't really tell from the map that that's what's up here. I'll just kind of have to remember that that's up here. But yeah, you know, if I need lily pads or vines or that kind of thing, this will be a good resource to get them. While I'm talking here, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I know I haven't said that enough. I'm probably never gonna say that enough, but all my subscribers, all the people who've commented, who viewed my videos, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hopefully you'll continue to stay with me. I am trying to pay attention to comments. I'm trying to pay attention to what's getting interest. I want to do things that are interesting to you as well as to me. They can't all necessarily be like that. I mean, this I'm doing right now is somewhat more of a housekeeping thing, but you know, hopefully we'll run into something interesting here while we're rocking around, like like this swamp, and like a ravine type thing actually. So some iron down there. I have a lot of iron right now though. So I do want to talk a little bit about my channel too while I'm doing it. I've kind of planned out I'm going to continue to make some episodes on the survival multiplayer server that I'm on. Hopefully, there's a lot of tours out there. There are actually a lot of Let's Players on that server, so I'm not going to just make random tours, but I'll show you things that I build, or if there's anything particularly interesting, or maybe events that I'm involved in. With regard to this Let's Play, I'm going to continue it. I'm going to try to continue to beat Minecraft. I do have kind of a plan for the next 4 or 5 episodes. In this episode, which is episode 6, I'm making this map and kind of talking to you about my channel and my Let's Play, kind of a roadmap, if you will, for the channel, and a map for the area, so somewhat fitting. For the next episode, which is episode 7, I had a request actually to do a tutorial on the mushroom farm that I did on my Skyblock map. There's not that many tutorials on mushroom farms, and there's actually a reason. I mean, I'm well aware that there's a reason there's not that many tutorials on mushroom farms, so yeah, you don't need to necessarily let me know, and I'll talk about that and the reason behind it when I do my tutorial. But for those of you who like the Skyblock map, it is kind of a nice mushroom farm because you can grow mushrooms in it, and it doesn't it won't spawn mobs and stuff, so it's a pretty good one. So that will be episode 7. Then in episode 8, I'm planning on building a spawn cabin, which is a building or a cabin back at my original spawn, going back to the very first original spawn episode area and kind of commemorating where it all began. And there's actually another reason for me to do that, which I'm not going to get into right now, but will become apparent a little bit later. Then in, that was episode 8, then in episode 9, it is my plan to build an experience grinder. I told you I found a zombie spawner, and so I'm going to turn that into an experience grinder, get some experience. I need to enchant a bunch of things so that I can get to the end, take the end. And then finally in episode 10, I'm going to do another, hopefully very big build. I'm going to build the nether portal, but I'm going to do kind of a big building around it and hopefully make that a pretty good episode, kind of like my 5th episode. So keep watching, some exciting stuff, some exciting builds coming up, and hopefully you'll stick with me and let me know, hit me up in the comments, and let me know what you think. I'm seeing a lot of animals out here, and it reminds me that one of the things that I am going to have to do is build farms and stuff around my village, do some animal breeding, maybe redo the wheat farm, redo a lot of the village actually is probably the eventual goal. Just to talk about the channel really quick, I have been busy with holiday things. Interestingly enough, that having time off around the holidays is actually counterproductive to my making videos. I do have a family, I do have other obligations, I work full-time, so really the time that I get to Minecraft and YouTube are really what I do to relax and to kind of unwind, and I have more time to do that when I usually do it at night when people have gone to bed and I'm up a little for a couple hours afterward. So when people are going to bed at a reasonable hour during normal work schedules, that's when I'll have time to do more of the YouTube stuff. When it was holiday time, I was spending time with family, I was enjoying myself, so I wasn't posting on a really regular basis. But just to let you know, I probably won't ever be posting on a terribly, terribly regular basis. I would never count on me to... Oh, hey, another swamp. Good. I would never count on me to post once a week or, every single Wednesday or something. It's my goal to post about a video a week, but I know there are going to be weeks when I can't do that. Hopefully there will be weeks where I can actually do multiple videos, which might help that out. But just to let you know, if it's a little bit of time in between videos, I'll probably say something like, I'm sorry it's been so long since I posted, because I always feel like that in the back of my mind anyway, but truth is that that's probably what can be expected. So hopefully you're not too disappointed. I mean, hopefully you'll hang out with me, and when I do get videos, best way to know about it is to subscribe, I suppose, not to sound like an advertisement, but that will let you know when I post videos, which is handy. I also have a Twitter account, which I set up, and there's a link on my main channel page, but it's DandHGamer. You can subscribe to that. I'm not really going to post any tweets other than... Oh, hey, a whole bunch of sheep, too. I was thinking about wool the other day, so... again, when building the farms, I'll kind of have to remember that that's there, and one black sheep. So that's good. Already, there's tons of them over here. Okay, good. Wow. Awesome. Okay, see, and you can't even... I'm just going to have to remember that. You can't even mark that on the... What? That's another village. That is a totally different village from my normal village. Wow. Wow. Okay. I was not even realizing that. And this is awesome. Well, maybe I'll make like a farm village. Maybe they're not too far apart. I might even be able to connect them or something. Well, that's kind of far actually, but okay, well, wow. Okay, that's a surprise. Actually, I'm pretty happy about that. Sorry if one of the things I noticed too is I sometimes breathe into the mic a little bit hard. I'm going to try to work on that a little bit, but sorry about that. So wow, I'm excited. I totally lost my train of thought. Twitter, right? So I don't plan on really posting any Twitter updates other than when I post videos. So I wouldn't subscribe to me subscribing to me on Twitter would do good if you don't want to subscribe to me on YouTube but want to know when I'm posting videos. But you shouldn't expect to see anything additional there. I'm not going to set up a Facebook page. You know, it's just not going to be on Facebook. I do have the website dndhgamer.com. But the reason I don't really have a link, here's the big ocean, there was a big ocean kind of where I started, but this isn't where I started, that was further that way. But the reason I haven't posted a link to that website is really the only thing the website does is point directly back to my YouTube channel. So if you just go to dndhgamer.com right now, it would take you directly to the YouTube channel. So it's not really productive to put that on the YouTube channel. I'll let you know if I ever do anything with that, but right now I figure it's a good redirect to me. The other thing I was going to mention is, for those of you who might have noticed in the server videos on the survival multiplayer server, I actually go by the name dndh in Minecraft, not dndhgamer. Just for FYI, I guess, just for trivia, I do actually also own the in-game name dndhgamer in addition to dndh. I registered it for a couple of different reasons, so I do own that one, but on the survival server I'm whitelisted under the dndh account. I almost always play under the dndh account. Actually, I own a third Minecraft account too, but I'm not going to say what that one is. So but yeah, I do own both those accounts. So but usually if you're going to see me online or on a server or anything like that, it's going to be as dndh. Walking with a map in your hand is pretty dangerous, apparently. That's not a smart idea. Good tip from your Uncle Lair. Or Magellan. Weird. Gotta love Minecraft. No, that's actually pretty cool. Maybe you do have to love Minecraft. That's a really nice mountain range over there. Okay. I'm already at the end of the map, though. See, that's one of the things that I'm not really sure. Again, I was talking about the maps not being very detailed. They're not very big either. I mean, I don't even think I got anywhere near the original spawn. I'll have to kind of check the old video and see exactly where the spawn is. But, you know, I didn't even think I walked that far from the original spawn to get to the first village. And yet the map... Wow, see? I almost walked into that. But the map didn't even, you know, cover over to there. So, just one of those things, you know? Not sure how useful it is, but I figure walking around anyway. Why not, right? Woohoo! Well, there's my map. So, thank you for joining me on this episode. I really, this is kind of what my world looks like. I really am stoked to have found another village that's actually not terribly far from my current village. I don't know if it's close enough that I can connect them, but that seems like a really interesting possibility, so I'll have to see what I can do, at the very least with train tracks, right? I mean, you gotta do something to connect those. And I think it's absolutely hysterical that if you look just above my icon, you see a big gray patch where I cleared out all of that sand. So I'm gonna have to fix that at some point and then probably remap that area just to make it clean and neat. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a nice evening, day, night.